Hello, welcome back to the A to Z of EFT Tapping. My name is Debbie Emily, and today I'm going to bring to you the letter N for not working. Now, there can be a number of reasons why EFT tapping may not work for you or may not even appear to work for you. And I'm just going to cover a couple of those here in this brief video today. One of the main reasons is when you're new to EFT tapping is that your mind can flick all over the place. You are thinking about, am I tapping long enough? Am I tapping in the right places? Am I saying the right things? Am I doing the right things? So with that, you start to analyze or overanalyze what it is that you're actually supposed to be doing. And if you could just switch off from the analyzing and go with the flow, you will find that it will very likely work for you a lot better than trying to decide what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're doing it, and if it's right or not right. I said in an earlier video, when it comes to tapping, just tapping itself, not so much emotional freedom techniques, which I'll cover the difference in a later video. Tapping itself, I feel you cannot do wrong. So as long as you're tapping on some of the points, then that is going to be the right thing. So overanalyzing is one of the key things about EFT appearing not to work. And also with that, in the early days, you can be thinking about something completely different to what you're tapping on. You can start out tapping for a headache, and your mind can spin off to whether you've recorded the next program on the TV, or whether you've put the dinner in, or what the kids are up to, or anything like that. And you need to focus more on what it is you're actually tapping for. So generally, what you're thinking about is what you're tapping for. In the instances where your mind does spin off into something else, just gently bring it back on track and regroup and just start tapping again. Another one of the reasons why EFT may not appear to work is that people often don't tap long enough. Now, today we're all looking for a quick fix, and that in itself is coming up in a later video. But generally, if you've got a headache, using that as the example, you need to keep tapping for anything from 10-20 minutes or thereabouts. Now, I know it can be quicker and easier to take a headache pill and for it to work, but it depends on what you want to achieve. But if you tap for longer, then you are likely to get more results. So it's about being persistent with the tapping. If you're just going to do one round of tapping and expect a miracle result, no, that will not work for you, probably at all. They are some of the reasons why EFT will not work or may not appear to work. And another one of them is that EFT is working with your energy body, as you've seen in earlier videos, and that can take a little while to adjust to the changes. And it can take anything up to 48 hours to get the results from EFT. So when you look back, it could be that you will not associate the result you've had with EFT. And that's another reason why EFT can appear not to work for you. To recap briefly, it's keeping your mind on track. If you're overanalyzing, EFT will be less likely to work for you. Try to focus on the single thing that you're tapping for. If your mind goes off and wanders somewhere, just bring it back gently. Try to tap for a little bit longer. Go and sit in a private space, wherever that may be for you, in your car maybe, or shut yourself off in your bedroom if you have to for a few moments. And just give yourself that time to tap. And be mindful of the length of time it can take to get the real results that you want. Yes, things can happen very quickly with EFT, but it depends also what it is that you're dealing with. So they are some of the reasons why EFT may not appear to work. There is a lot more to it than that, particularly when we start getting into emotional freedom techniques, which is a different thing altogether. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this brief video and found out a little bit about the reasons why EFT may not work for you, and I hope you're going to be a little bit more persistent with that. Thank you very much, and I look forward to speaking to you again very soon.